Hi guys, welcome to my video. Today we'll be talking about 5 tips to pass the NCLEX exam. I took the exam in 2015 and I believe whether you're taking it tomorrow or 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, I believe these 5 tips will help you be successful on the NCLEX exam. My first tip is to remove distractions. Ask yourself, what are the distractions in your life right now? When I was studying for the test, social media was my distraction. I would spend time mindlessly scrolling up and down social media when I could have used the time to study. When I realized that, I immediately deleted all of my apps off of my phone because I needed the discipline to just focus on my studies and the timing that I gave myself to study. My next tip is create a study schedule and stick to it. Ask yourself, how long do you believe you want to study for the NCLEX exam? Some people study for 6 weeks, some 2 months, some 3 months. Everyone is different. Know yourself. Don't compare yourself to another classmate who maybe took the test 2 weeks after, or someone else who took 5 months. You know yourself better than anyone else. Once you decide how long you want to take to study for the test, you then want to create a schedule. Let's say on Mondays, you're going to read 3 chapters. After those 3 chapters, you're going to complete 50 questions. On Tuesday, you're going to do 2 chapters. And after those 2 chapters, you're going to do 10 questions. Basically, you want to be organized when studying for this test. Organization is key. Also, while studying, you want to make sure this follows up with what I said previously with removing distractions. You want to make sure you're studying in a quiet environment where you're not being distracted by music, loud noises, or people walking by. My next tip is don't miss a day of questions. Always do questions every day. Don't skip a day. I believe doing questions keep the information fresh in your mind. There were times where I did not get to read or go into content or study my study guide, but doing questions allowed the information to stay fresh. I would read the rationale and that would help me study without reading any information. So I suggest always doing questions, whether it's 10, 15, 16 questions, do it. While I was off of social media, times where I would be at, let's say, an airport sitting down, that would be a good time to just pull out my phone and do questions. Time that I would be on a car ride, obviously when I'm not driving, I would use that time to do questions. Questions was my new social media. So I suggest finding a really good QBank. The one I used was UWorld, downloading it to your phone. That way you have questions on the go. You're always doing questions. You're keeping the information fresh in your mind. My next tip is pay attention in clinicals. There's only so much information you can retain from studying that you may be able to remember an event that happened in clinicals that may help you get the answer correctly. There were times where I saw a nurse do a certain intervention and I saw this question show up on a test and I didn't know what the answer was 100%, but I did see the nurse do that intervention. So I went with that answer, and best believe I did get the answer correctly. My final tip is to do NCLEX practice exam questions. You can find many practice exams online. I'll be sure to link some in the box below. But this allows you to get a feel for the actual exam. It also allows you to see where your weakness and where your strengths are. So I recommend taking the NCLEX practice exam questions. If you have any more tips, please be sure to share them with us all, and just type them out in the comments below. Good luck on your exam. You got this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.